So alright, so first and foremost, we want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. We say that we the apostles and elders agree with us around the world, our teachers, our apostles in the truth. We say salutations, so I come out to the pushing within the truth and I say the in and the out in the continuing season we say shalom. Once again, going into a video here on patience, and what sparked this was, I was watching a video with what the elder they do from South Carolina, right? And talking about the fella who was, talking about no tribes and command and all these other things that he was going into. And I remember I do a previous video and I say that you see where men lose the patience now, and I say through the Spirit I'll come back and touch upon one, do a video upon this patience, quick, straight to the point, right? So it's James chapter 1 verse 4. Matter of fact, I was from verse 2. I say, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of a faith worketh patience. So the trying of a faith worketh patience. I show you how important it is, how important your faith is, that the trying of a faith worketh patience. So you have to have patience. So your faith is what? The things that you hope for to come, the things that you ain't seeing, the things that you want to happen, the things that are written to happen. That way your faith is in the Lord. Right? In the Lord. So, and that just show you too that some of these men lose the faith. They lose the faith. It's because that is why they could say, that is why that fella is the king of the Israelites, but he calling himself to talk about no chariots and all this thing about weights and so forth, because they don't have that faith. They lack that. They lack the faith. You understand? So you say, knowing this, that the trying of a faith worketh patience. So you see how important it is. You say, but let patience have perfect work. But let patience have perfect work, that ye may be perfect, and entire, wanting nothing. So it say, but let patience have a perfect work. And that's just what it is. Certain things you might go through, certain things you might, as I said, diverse temptations, right? But you have to make patience have a perfect work. At the end of the day, we had to go through certain things. But doesn't mean that he had to give up patience, no. But Jake on the whole have that lack of patience. They don't like to wait. They always want, they always need, they always want things to happen one time. They don't want to have that patience to wait for something to come. They always give up. And they're close to it. And the thing about it is that at times they be so close to it and they just give up. So that is what the scripture say one. But that patience have her perfect work. Come on, don't give up the patience. Let her fulfill her course. Understand? You see, but let patience have a perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. So this, I was watching a video and it's just sparked that, hey, you can see that, you see where people are. You see where people lose their patience, that they just basically give up. So what they want to do now is always want this, they want that, they want this to happen one time, all this thing to happen. Because they just lost their faith and lost their patience. The thing is, they don't work on your time, because the elect will still be waiting for Yahweh to come back. They will make patience fulfill that role. Just saying, right? So at the end of the day, you're not supposed to be giving up patience. You're not supposed to just be that hot-headed that they just want everything happen. Yeah, we're not saying no. You hope for the things to happen, and day by day you're seeing it. But at the end of the day, the more you grow, the more you understand that there's a time period. The things will come, right? But you have to make patience is such an important thing. Okay, so just like in the common society, they just tell you have patience and things will work out as it best seem to be. And that's right. But people just don't have that. People just don't have that patience that to see go through. They just want everything to rush to happen one time. And that's just not the way that the Lord put it to be. You have to have patience. You have to. Just don't feel that everything won't happen one time, and just because you feel the thing that just wait is no. That's why I say, but let patience have a perfect work. Such an important thing. You understand? Jump to the next scripture here. Luke 21, verse 19. Right? Let's say 21 verse 9. Luke 21 verse 19. It say, in your patience possess ye your souls. In idea through patience you'll be able to grow. You'll be able to grow. You'll be going through certain things that you know you'll be able to withstand. You know? So it say, in your patience possess ye your souls. Because in patience, you know, you're always hoping, you're waiting for something, you're waiting for something to come. So you wouldn't be doing what? You wouldn't be you wouldn't just rush to do anything wrong, rush to do something, and when you rush to do something, you do it wrong, or you do something mad. You understand? So in your patience possess your soul, because in patience you will do what? You'll wait. You'll try your best to do everything righteous, because you know you want to protect your soul, you want to protect your spot, right? So you will wait, you will have patience for that. But them that don't have patience, you see what is going. They just drop back into the world. They just start to make statements like what the fellow was doing in that video. Hey, that is just to show you how important like certain things is. Simple things that people like to bypass, like patience, faith. All these things is such an important thing. It's milk, but it's milk what is bellier. Milk is what is make it stronger. You understand? So that's just to show you how important it is to have patience, to wait. You understand? Let's get this. This is the meaning for patience, right? It's a patience, the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, problems or suffering without becoming annoyed or anxious. And let's going back to the James where it said. Let's go back to the James. Let's go back to the James and say what? Knowing this, that the trying of a faith worketh patience. Right? So yeah, so we would be able to, we would go through suffering, we will go through problems, but as the meaning of patience say, the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, problems or suffering without becoming annoyed or anxious. And that's the thing. We know that and that is when in the spirit you know that things have to happen before the Lord come. Things have to take place. But a patience, you will do what? You will wait for it, and you wouldn't become annoyed or you become anxious. That's what things happen one time, that's what things take place, No. You will wait, you will tolerate wait as you're going through, you will tolerate whatever it is coming. That's why it say, but let patience have a perfect work. Right? But let patience have a perfect work. So you will tolerate wait as you're going through. We'll jump to the next scripture here in the book of Surah. Right? In the book of Ecclesiasticus 16 verse 13. They say, the sinner shall not escape with his spoils, and the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated. They say, the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated. So yeah. So hey, at the end of the day, the patience of the godly, they will go through whatever it is they have to go through. They wouldn't be frustrated, they wouldn't be annoyed or whatever it is. They would make patience work a perfect work. You understand? You understand? So yeah, it's an important thing to have patience. Going to our next piece up here. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 20 verse 32. It said, necessary patience in seeking the Lord is better than he that leadeth his life without a guide. Necessary patience in seeking the Lord is better than he that leadeth his life without a guide. So yeah, it's so important that it is to have patience, man. But then that give up on patience, you see the level that they're in. They just go back doing worldly stuff because they give up on seeking the Lord. They give up on pleasing the Lord. They give up on the things that the Lord said to happen. They give up. Lose their faith. Lose their patience. Eventually, they ain't seeking the Lord no more. Right? And again, it's such an important thing to have that patience, man. And those statements he was making, it just sparked me that, hey, you could see someone that lose that patience, someone that don't have that faith, that don't want to believe that the Lord coming back. Right? So yeah, so I will end into that. Yes, as I say, just straight to the point, It says necessary patience in seeking the Lord is better than he that leadeth his life without a guide. So it's important to have patience here. And look at this state right here, patience in seeking the Lord. So with that we give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Kodash. We see that we are apostles and the great missionary world. Our teachers are apostles in the truth. We say salutation to the Akamas, pushing out children, so in and the out. No consolation season and season, we say Shalom.